Hello everyone, my name is Spectrum, and today we are back with Hydroneer. Yes, this is episode, I think, 9, and last time we were busy with, basically getting our stuff ready for our T1 setup on our new place. Now, what I did not realize when we made it, when I was making this, is the sheer amount of digging I had to do to literally go to the lowest part of tier 1. I thought it was gonna be basically the same height, the same things, as the tier 1 basically side on our old dig site. But I was so very wrong. That being said, I dug up a whole lot. And if you finish watching the last episode, you will know that I added some stuff. I basically placed these miners already to, basically figure out where everything is gonna go. And what I will do is there's gonna be piping here. We want to walk behind that, and there's gonna be piping here. We want to walk behind as well, which is gonna be here. Here is where we are gonna go down to tier 2. Yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is not just gonna be a simple one. I mean, I will start simple probably. But what I want to do is I basically want to get conveyors for basically that come from here to really go into, the outer world. But I want to go make it layered. So this is, of course, our tier 1 setup. And we can, of course, make this bigger. We can make this further if you want to. But I want to basically drop down the conveyor belt. I want to add chutes to them, making sure that that it all comes together, and then tier 2 can go on the same conveyor belt, and it all works in the same system. It's a grand modular mining system. That being said, for sure there will be things about it. Now, what we need to do as well, we need a bunch more stuff. First of all, what we need is to make sure that this thing stops working for now. That would be great. There we go. Oh, I turned it on apparently. So what we will do is, this is going to be the place where we also will have, our automated thing, our automated fixer at one point, of course. So what we now need to do is we need to make sure that we get all the conveyors. We need to make sure that we get all the piping. And what I will also do is just dig up a little bit, basically, making sure that we have everything we need, So, for now, let's take this. And before we do anything, I need to quickly find my tier 2 pickaxe. Sure that it's somewhere. Well, that's a vibe. And I also need to take a look at how much money we have. We have plenty of money, so that's good. This is tier 1. The question becomes then, is this tier 2? Yes, that is tier 2. Great. Lovely. And then we'll take this beautiful sucker. And what we'll do is we're gonna basically try and mine this out already a little bit. So what needs to happen is that this is basically the top part. This is a flat conveyor, and this will just go here. And then we have, some stuff over here that will be deeper. It's basically the way that I'm looking at this. Quickly making sure that this is the same. There we go. Doesn't have to be, too much. I basically would we want it to be specifically not too much. And this will basically help us getting it all digged out on the right. Like, basically, you know, finish it before anything goes wrong, really. So we need to dig this one out as well, a little bit. It's gonna be also one of those conveyors, you know? We might want to dig a little bit extra over here because we'll have to dig down regardless at one point. But we'll, this is the last digging for this, well, probably the last digging for this episode, depending on how quickly we can, you know, finish the setup. But we'll see. Never say never. Before you know it, we suddenly, what we'll do is we'll place you in here, take you. Yes, exactly. Oh, I did not want that. Oh no. Alright, we press unstuck. There's an unstuck button. That's how we do it. And now I need to make sure that I need to get a shovel now. I guess because now I fucked up. Now I did it wrong. Yeah, but it's okay. That's fine. You know, it is what it is. We will figure it out. Let's not do it twice, basically. Yeah, the idea is very simple. We just want to make sure that we works out tremendously good. There we go. I like it to be a little bit like neater. Some people will say like, "Hey, dude, you're in the mine. Why is everything, you know, exact? It's not an exact science." And to you, I say, you are absolutely right. But I don't care too much about it. All right. So, with those preparations done, I just watched an Australian show, so I might have a bit of an accent today. But that's fine. We are gonna go over to our old mine, see if it needs fixing. Don't think it will. And then what we'll do is we're basically gonna go back. Oh, I mean, we'll do a little bit of a clean out. Basically, I wanna clean out the whole stuff, the whole shebang, and we'll yeah, you know, just start chilling, because what I really want to do as well is build our tier 1 units over on this side. Now, we might want to start looking at, I hope that we have a little bit more cloutium, because if we have, basically if we have 200, then we can boost the intake speed with a lot, because we can make those boosters. Let's do this real quick. Any cloutium coming in? No, I don't think it is, so we'll just take this for a moment. 160 is not bad. I think actually that would be like, that's already 3 of them. I'm pretty sure that we have some already over at our volcano, so we can take that with us for sure. And then let's just quickly wait for this last guy. There we go. Let's take this. Yeah, that will fetch a pretty penny. How much do we have here? How much iron do we have? Yeah. I would reckon we have plenty. For sure. What I will do, just to be certain, I'm gonna quickly just have this. This in the fire. And then we go have a look at our... So this one is 257. It's worth only 7,000. All right. We can enter this one. This one is worth 14,000. All right, that's more like it. So currently Onyx of 14,000. That's what we'll take a gander at. And then we have this here. This is 7,000. Over here, yes. And then we'll take a look also at the green one. And that is 18,000. All right. Well, 80,000 wins it today. We will make a beautiful necklace. And shiblang. We get ourselves a beautiful necklace. So this should be a pretty penny that we can fetch. And this will... I think this will be enough to no longer need to, you know, rely too much on money. After... Like, basically... What my plan is... Oh, that's a beauty. It's a good amount. So basically what I'm gonna do is... in the new setup, we'll get a lot more materials, which means that we can be a lot more selective on what we do. Now, all of these people, or well, all of them, a lot of them have quests. Now, quests are, you know, they can be a little, you know, tedious when you don't have the money. But we needed to, quote-unquote, complete the game. It's not really a completion of the game, but it is what it is. Before we go, let's take a hard look once more. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, and 20. Yeah, this can go on for a little while. That would be great. That would be fine, for sure. So with all of this newly acquired money, it's not like I need that money right now. I think. What I'm gonna do, of course, we're gonna shop. So this is what we will. Oh, I'm forgetting something very important. I will say, this is faster, but it's also less drivable. There's something I'm noticing right now. Also, how are we on power? Well, let's quickly get some fuel. Yeah. You know, this is a massive dig site. I have made a mess and I did not clean it up whatsoever. It's it looks horrible because it is you know, I just basically made it functional and never wanted to clean. You know, automation is a you know, a beautiful process. So basically, we need to make sure that we have the right amount of stuff. So with that in mind, right, we are going to need a few things. Let's put you in here. Plenty of cash, plenty of cash. We can put this back in. I don't care. So, we just scoot this a little bit backwards. So, here. Press E. And now, this is gonna be a much better way of doing things. So, we need at least 3 straight belts for below. But let's make that, let's make it 10, because we're gonna need it. Like... Also upstairs, basically. Sure. I already lost count. So this is 20. So if I have 10, it means I need basically 2 grand. We have 5 in there right now. One more. I think, yes, this is 10. Lovely. Now, of course, we cannot do that every time, so Yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Also, I was wondering, aren't there any... I'm pretty sure that I bought carts here last time. I did. I did. Okay. So what I will quickly do is I'm just gonna get some more carts so that I can put them on. I think that's a good idea. So we buy all of this. Go over here. There we go. That's now in. Take your money for a moment. Quickly getting my dog on my lap as well while we walk. Go. Oh. Put this in here. We need a... I mean, fast or agile, it doesn't really matter for now. Basically, I want the largest one. We'll go for fast now, I guess. Makes my life a little bit easier. Sure. Put this on you. Makes basically walking back and forth to this a little, like, quicker at least. There we go, making sure the dog is off my arm, because it hurt me otherwise. And then we continue. Oh, yeah. Poor little lady. So, what else do we need? Now, we need a few things, of course. We need a few more vertical conveyors as well. So, and we need at least... Oh, we need a bunch of them. So let's buy 20. They are 323 each. So let's say if we, you know, just put this in. Ooh, are you falling, son? You are falling. That's not what I wanted. Oh no. I think this will be better. Yeah, exactly. So we need this. We need 6,460 to have 20 of them. Just need to make sure how I want to do that. You know, that works for me.
You won't find better prices than these. Huh?
Because money's no longer a problem, this is basically, you know, like, believe me, we're gonna use all of these at one point, anyway, regardless of what happens, because you know, it's that is the beauty of things. Conveyors, we'll never have enough conveyors until like we're actually done with the game, and then by the time, you know, we'll go over to a DLC island, and then. By that time, you know, we'll also buy other conveyors, so, you know,
thanks for your business.
Right now it's all fine and dandy. But we should be okay. Alright, so. Don't fall off. There we go. I'm sure they're right now leaning against the house, which is all fine and stuff, you know. Doesn't matter too much. How much are we in? Yeah, we're on basically about 15, I think. Maybe less. I hope that we can stack enough of these on one cart, because otherwise it's gonna be a little awkward. And one more. There we go. That's that. So, now we gonna try and move this over here. Do the same thing, walk all the way over here, and then press E. Now that's all there. And we got everything in. Oh, that's beautiful. So, we have 20... Ooh, the autosave feature. I think the autosave feature is great. Let me make one thing very clear. I am very happy that we have an outer stage feature because I would like, you know, if something crashes, especially when you're talking about something like a YouTube series and you lose all your progress, it is devastating. To a degree that you will not basically sometimes suddenly when you're, I'm not saying relying on it just for income, but what I'm saying is when you're like relying on it for doing what you want to do, and it's something else than just gaming, it can be so devastating. If you just, you know, if you want to make something, right, where like I'm not gonna call my own YouTube videos art, but what I will say is, if you are making something, if you're creating something, it is such a devastating thing to lose it all. And of course, you know, you're gonna be fine because, you know, shit happens and you'll push through, right? But it doesn't make it much easier, you know? So, with that in mind, let's continue. So, we got a few... We got 20 of those hides things. Now, what we do need as well is we need sorters. Now, we know that we have a few gems. We have opal, we have ruby, we have sapphire, and we have emerald. Yes, those are 5. 4. Wait, what? Opal, ruby, sapphire, and emerald. Those are 4. Yes.
Take a look at my goods.
These are all 4 that we can currently have. I believe there's a new one in Volcadius, which is diamond. Not too sure about it. So that means we need at least 4 conveyors. And we also need conveyors for all the metals that we get. So that's crystal. It's iron. It is gold. It's cloutium, which is 4. And then I believe that we are gonna get something like core stone, which would be 5. So we need 5 plus 4. It's 9 sorters at least. Now, how do we want to do it? There's also a question for, you know, it's also an important question. What would be good? What I would like if we go over, like, basically out from the mine to the left. So that means we need to buy a left conveyor, and then maybe we do a double left. So we'll get 2 lefts. And then we need 9 of these. Now, 9 of these would mean basically 5,350, 5,320, which would basically mean 6,700. So if we don't hit that, if we just about not hit that, this is conveyor right. So this is going to convey to this side, and it's going to come from this angle, so that will look at the ocean. Yes. So we need 9 of the conveyor rights. Okay, you're gonna be like that, eh? It's fine. And let's face it, we'll be here a lot more. Like, before everything is set up, we'll be here, you know, we'll be like missing one thing, or we have like, you know, something that we forgot somewhere, or, you know, it's just gonna happen, basically. It is very sad. It is just the way it is. We also need to not forget to go to the logic thing. How much money do we have? I believe that we need at least 1 more. Perhaps we need...
Got the goods if you got
think this is it. Yeah. So this is all that. There we go. Yeah. This is one hell of a... Does it even drive? It does drive. I'm a little bit scared right now. That it's not gonna take all the things, and then, you know, I'm gonna quickly just offload this. I am very aware that we are doing it a little bit in a wrong order, because what we also need is you know, a little thing called piping. If we don't have any piping, you know, things will be bad. But it's okay. So we can't actually use all of this right now. There we go. This over here. You know what I should have done? I should have gotten an old card and then just... yeah, figure it out and on the color front. It's fine. So... Can we... Yeah, can we... Let's just drop this here. There we go. Beautiful. I'm sure that it's not gonna kill us if we... you know, take a bunch of... if we do a tumble. But still. Yeah, this one over here on the left, right, which is the old thing that we have, it's a lot slower, or it is slower. I'm not gonna say it's a lot slow. It's slower, at least. And yeah, you know, that's like a little tough in a way. So this should all be done, right? We're gonna get ourselves a new beautiful cart. And the fast one at that.
I got the goods.
You got the goods. Okay. No way, that's... It feels weird. You know how you say it. I got the goods as you get the cash. It's like... It's a little ambiguous for some reason. Anyway, you're a fast wooden cart. Time to hop over to the other side.
Don't mind me. I'm just...
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Alright, do we have anything on the... in terms of roofing that we have to be careful about? Yes, we do. So, it's gonna be annoying, but it's gonna be also fine. This is within bounds. Great. Put this in here. So, let's get at least 20 Platinum pipes that are straight, because we're gonna need it. Like, I had like a... I basically bought a really rough estimate, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's you know, we'll be fine with 10, you know? And then I didn't even make it to my lot with it. So that was something, right? And we're gonna need to get all of this done anyway. So that's one thing for sure. They're surprising, yes. Lovely. So these are all straight pipes, and they cost 210. So if I want to do 20, that would mean I need, you know, 420. You know, I'm from the Netherlands, but no longer. Let's see. Actually been straight edge since a few months. I always enjoyed a little bit of wine, but yeah, I don't know why, but it just no longer does, like, feels good, basically, you know? It too much of a hassle and the day after, and just better for the mind to not do it. So yeah, no, I am completely free of that. Just quit smoking a few years ago.
Thanks for your business.
No longer doing the whole 420 fad, so yeah. A simple life for a simple... Oh, no, I'm leaving it simple. For a man, you know? Makes life easier, at least.
Take a look at my goods.
Also, now that I have my so I got my driver's license a few like, I think maybe a year ago. Like, it's less actually. It's than a year ago.
I'm just mooching about.
We need now, we need 3 hydro pipes, 3 TP, no, we don't need 3 pieces, sorry. We need a bunch of 3 pieces, but we need at least 10 of them.
Huh?
Yeah, ever since I got my my driver's license, I'm like, okay, well, you know, I enjoy having, you know, the idea of you know, being able to just walk into my car without endangering anyone, so at any given moment, you know. So yeah, it gives a different feeling of control, which I really like, you know. I'm sure many people with autism will concur that, you know, being in control is sometimes a hard commodity that we not always get, and we don't always should. Let me make that very much clear. But you know, it means that we are. It can mean unsafe situations for us, or can feel like unsafe situations for us. You know, that means that it's also good to take control where we can, of course, in a proper, respectful way
Look at my goods.
on any side. But yeah, now basically, you know, me not drinking, me not smoking, or whatever. It is a way to also, like, you know, keep that control. It's a sense of self-control in a way. Ooh. So let's fill this now up with a boatload, and I mean a bunch of turns, because we need a lot of elbow pipes, and I think we might go for 40 even.
I'm just mooching about.
This will need it. So to do 40, we need to take a look at the number that we get, right? Which is 1.1. So we need, basically, to get it all done, we need 11,000. And a bit. Basically the, basically how we can do it. It's a little bit of a different way to use math, but sometimes that's just the better way to do. All right, I'm quickly putting down my my mouse sensitivity, because I realize that I'm doing, you know, the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna do this for a few more times, which means that I need to be wary for my wrists, but also, you know, I don't know if it's just me. But I think I talked before at length about that this game sometimes make me a little bit nauseous. And that's okay. It just means that, you know, sometimes I have to take a break, or I do things like putting my sensitivity down, turning off motion blur, you know, all that good stuff. So that works best. We're over half. Hoping that it all keeps on working. The reason why I'm doing 40 is that I need to be certain that we actually finish it. Or finish it. So we're gonna need so much of them, regardless of what we do, to even get to tier... to get through our tier 1 mining setup. We haven't even made our tier 2 mine up, so like we'll use these elbows, and all those elbows are going to be needed for, you know, turns, and it needs to be done for all the conveyors that go up and down. Are we there yet? No, we're not. We need 11,000 and a bit. That's what I said. So. Because that would be, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe I have 39, but that is fine. Alright, so I think we got the whole bunch to at least get rather far. So, oh no, we're not. Okay, I need to get more. And the reason is we need to buy compactors. We need to buy, also we need to buy the smelters. The smelters are a little bit more pricey, but in the grand scheme of things, they are not at all pricey. So, it's more of a vibe than actually being pricey. That's just that's for sure. So let's just walk about. Oh wait, I need to you actually fill this up with stuff, because otherwise, you know. Also, I'm wondering, did I miss an entire section of things? No, he does not have anything else on that side. Great. All right. We'll do everything that we did before. We put this in here, this one there. So what we need is at least the auto smelters, and we need 5 of them now. Yes. So we'll also need a few funnels, I believe. So it's gonna be gosh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure really certain actually. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I need 5 of these. So we're at 2, 3.
I reckon Bridgeball were minging before Fobber got here.
4. And 5. Yes, and then we'll get some funnels. We'll need let's do 10, right? So what I will do is I will just buy these. It's a little bit easier for us to do. Can in that way still do math, you know? 1. I think 10 will be enough. Will be too much, but because I think, but I rather have enough than not. We have plenty of cash, you know. Basically, the reason why, well, I didn't really like schedule it, but I low-key forgot about the quests in this game. And I know that you need to do them for tier 3 mining. You also need to do farming for stuff, you know, for tokens. So I totally forgot about that. Because, you know, as I said, my knowledge about Hydroneer is basically, I watched a few YouTube videos over the last few years, like whole YouTube series, I guess, where I've seen... Oh, I do need to bring them. Oh, my game is lagging a little bit. Not really enjoying this. There we go. But yeah, so basically, you know, ooh, I forgot the logic levers. All right, let's do that too. Logic compressors and stuff. So basically, I'll just load them in here. I think that's easier. It's better. I think we'll put this over here. We'll go drive this around. Ooh, my computer does not like this. Tell you that much. You know what? I'll quickly bring this back home. I don't want to risk. So sorry for the FPS drop here. Hoping that it isn't the setup. Quite honestly, you know, that something is wrong there. But I'm basically certain that it is. Yeah, it has to be that last card that we did. Thank you for the autosave. This card is fine. This card is also fine. Yeah, it's for sure this card. Oh no. All right, it's okay though. Oh, I am stuck. All right, I'll unstuck real quick. There we go. Like I said, I lowered, like I halved my mouse input, which doesn't translate too much in the game itself, but put it, you know, put it in a menu. You're like, what is happening here? All right, can we go back and we finish what we started? Oh, oh gosh. Okay, yeah. Well, it was a front flip as I've ever seen one, a half front flip, so it's a 180 instead of 360. Or with that skateboard terms, it's been too long. I think it's been a long time. Can I get my car around here? I think I can. But let's make life a little easier. Back up into it. Where's the bench? There we go. BEA, beautiful. So, yes, we need at least 4 compressors. Yes, we need at least 4 compressors. For sure, and if we need more, then we'll need more. We'll live to tell the tale, basically. Also 4 logic levers, of course, to just keep them on the entire time. Three, yes. I'm like, what was it again? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, are they? They're 900. But these are 60, so 84. So we need. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it adds up, but I'm sure it is fine. All right. That's it. We're all set. Lovely. BEA, beautiful. I think that we are basically done. Other than the logic setup, but I kind of want to start building a little bit because we're 43 minutes in buying into this episode, and well, I'm certain that like you guys want to see a shopping spree and hear about my life story. Yeah, I think it could also be good to do something today. That is, yeah, it would be better. Would be good, you know. Would be better. So, unless I want to make this a 2-hour episode, but that's a bit too much, eh, isn't it? All right, we'll first lay down the piping, and we'll place that. Yes. We'll first lay down the piping, because I think that's important. To do that, I need to make sure that I... Maybe I wanted to use some platforms, maybe. Sure. Yeah, so it needs to end over there. So basically, that means that if we... Sorry, let's take this over here. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's... it needs to be like that? I'll see. Quickly gonna take a short cut. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I needed to really go to the bathroom. So we'll figure that out. We figured that out, sorted all of that. Let us think for a moment. So I'm correct, right? This needs to basically go here. And then we turn it around and, you know, life should be good. Or is it one too far? You know, this could also be, it could also be the case. It could also be, definitely, could be the case. So we'll put it over here. No, I think it was right. Yeah, I think it was right, actually. Yeah. For sure. All right, we're gonna lay about little pipes. I need to think for a moment, because I believe what is basically the best thing to do is just lay them out like this. And I hear you think, but Spectral, why are you doing this? This is such a weird thing. It's more simple than you think. I don't have to rotate it right now. I can basically just keep on going. So you know, I need to like put things over here. I need to put things over here, and I would basically means that I would have to keep on rotating the entire time. Which, honestly, you know, pretty bad, pretty annoying to keep rotating in a sense, you know. I also see that we might have a little bit of an issue, but we'll try and fix that as we get there. It's I'm gonna have to do some stuff there, but it's fine. There we go. I'm like, you know what? I'll bring it down here. It's fine. So now, this one doesn't need to be anything, because this is already on the ground floor. So this needs to be here. Yes. Yeah, it actually works. Fair enough. Yeah, that's in. It's in 2. Yeah, it kind of does feel like it's sort of wrong, but all right. Oh, I should get this down here because we're gonna need it. At one point at least. For sure. But we'll keep it there now. So let's take this one. No, I think it's correct. It's correct. But you look at that, you follow a plan and you stick to it, and you're like, you know, or follow a plan, you make a plan, and then, you know, it'll all just work itself out. Boom. Ah, it's beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful. All right, all right, all right, all right. We need to do this now here. And we will quickly grab a few straight pipes. Where are my straight pipes? Wait, where are... Oh, they're here. Yes. Lovely. Let's make it a little bit easier for ourselves to grab them. Where's my mining helmet? It's getting dark. I need it. Mining helmet, where are you? There you go. Okay. Let's take a look at what we're doing, yeah? Yes, so if I'm correct... So one more straight here. And then we go down. Wait, what? No. Yes. I don't have anything to log these in, so I'm gonna actually make them... I'm actually rotating them, like, correctly, basically. So otherwise we're gonna be a little bit tough. And there we go. There we go. And now we need to do a very bad thing. We need to get ourselves one of the plugs. I have a plug somewhere here, over here, I think. There you go. Because we'll fix it later. We will. But... There we go. Of course, this will go deeper down and, you know, life will be better. But for now, all we need to... Like, we don't need to be here right now. Stuck. So... We'll fix that as we go. You know, we need to go a lot lower into the bottom of tier 2. So to be able to do that, you know, we'll need more and more digging, which is okay, but it's gonna take a little bit. So we will quickly take you out. So we're basically done with, well, not entirely, but we're basically the majority is good. We need to make this one of these a TPs actually. With one of these, I mean this one, and I think that this will be a booster. So yes, this one will be a booster, and then that can't be a booster actually. It cannot because yeah, that's okay. But this does to be TPs. I think this might be as well. Yes. Otherwise it doesn't work. Not really like I wanted it to. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make a TP like this. We'll go over there. So it's gonna be like that, I think. Yes. Or no, it won't. We'll just make... We'll figure that out. So let's put these in for now. So these indeed need to go like this. So the idea is that they fall in there. There you go. This is why I knew we needed a lot of them, you know? I knew that we needed them. Alright. So this can now go all the way over here. You know what we forgot to buy? I need to really buy that? Or like get it from somewhere? Did we bring our money here? We did, okay. Quickly upload this as well.
Huh? Huh?
Alright, it feels a bit unhinged what we're doing here, but it's fine. Time to go over and buy a, I need a hammer. Basically, I need a hammer. And, you know, yeah, I need a hammer. That's basically it. What we could do is extend things a little bit to make things a little easier, but I think it's fine. I think he has a hammer.
Come have a gander.
There we go. That is a construction hammer, thank you very much. Reason why is I want to, you know, hammer them in. Because otherwise this is going to be a tad annoying to deal with. Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Used to move objects around the world slightly faster, and also us, you know? So, really nice, really good. It is already such a mess. Alright, let's take our hammer. And,
Huh?
You know what? That's fine. Okay, we can do that at least, so that's good. Yeah, there we go. So there's a hole in there that we can use to just about get it. But I do realize that I forgot to do that with everything else here, so can't really. It honestly is fine. I'll. Had to make it hard for myself, eh? It's fine. Like I said, we can just about see a little bit of cleavage, basically. And we can just look right through it. Get it all hammered in. There we go. How would you look at that? Alright. Great. So, that's all done. This now all will work. Now, the funnels that we are gonna do are basically making sure that they are gonna, that it actually like falls down and doesn't like create a new, like a problem for us. So we'll need our funnel thing. Oh, that's that one, isn't it? Don't know if I dare move it too much. I'll take another one that's higher. So the idea is basically with the funnels is that it will definitely put it up there, and you know, life will be good. There we go, and now we need to do the same over there. I think this should be fine, right? This will... I think this will do it right. If not, then, you know, it will fill itself quickly. No longer be a problem. So, you know, it will figure itself out, basically, is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, and then this should all be a-okay anyway, because this will just drop itself on there. It's not gonna be any, you know, question on whether or not it reaches. So I put like a little bit of extra space between here, so I'm gonna use a booster over here. But yeah, we'll figure that out. What I want to do is I might do this here and not do this one, basically. This will go right there. Yeah, and then TPs. Yeah, that will work itself out. It's one of the reasons why I had like a short idea of like making a sort of a walkway over here. But then I didn't have enough stairs anymore. So, all right, what do we need now? We need to make sure that we get our T-pieces set up. We have here, so let's bring those over. We also need one elbow. Well, we need more than that, but it's fine. Yeah. Lovely. And what we will do, actually, this one will be a booster, and this one will be a booster, because we cannot boost anything else, so that's just gonna be how it is, I think. Yes, so booster, 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 booster. Is it good? Maybe it isn't. Maybe I should just not do that. But it feels correct, you know, somehow. Booster, yeah, because like we need this for the conveyor, so we cannot put a booster in here, but we can put a booster here, we can put a booster there, and then, you know, we'll put a booster in the middle as well. Why not? You know, it's fine. Now you notice that I didn't buy any boosters because we got a few of them lying around, you know. Yes. BEA, beautiful. Or actually, I got 4 of them. Exactly 4. I will probably change that. I will probably get some more because I will want to. What I will do is I will also have a booster, like basically right over here. I think this is where we'll have the next booster anyway. Because what I want to do is make sure that we boost this at the last possible moment before it goes into the conveyor belts. And then, you know, something like that. Yes, so we'll do it like that for sure. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And now we need our elbows. I knew we were gonna need a lot of elbows. Where did I put them anyway? Ah, here.
Huh?
All right, that's better. Yes. So we need one elbow over here. Elbow over there. Oopsie daisies. A little bit scared that these are gonna fall through the floor somehow. Mostly because I feel like it almost has happened, you know? So that's the reason why. So this is all filled up. Bring our elbows back up into the into the overworld, because getting a little scared for our life here. We will fill this up so that lovely. All right. It's starting to get somewhere. It's starting to get together for sure. Where's my hammer? There you go. We'll log all of this into place now. All right. So we are very close, guys. We are very close to getting this all just finished, you know? So you are in normal straight conveyor, right? You are in straight conveyor. That's lovely. All right. Take you with us. So I'll need you. Oh, that almost went very wrong. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. That looks really nice. I'm actually very happy about all of this. This... so good to have, like, you know, the inside of actually having it done yourself a few times. Where did I put my hammer? Oh boy. Where did I put my hammer? There it is. Remember when I said that this was going to be different? That it was going to be a different plot where I will clean up and, you know, make sure that things went well? Yeah. Same buddy, same. Great. So we need... So I can basically just walk over you here. So we basically just need we need something to connect us all together, but we'll figure that out as we get there, for sure. All right, so this, if I were to turn this on right now, then all of this would start going up, and we'll have that, which is lovely. And then, you know, we will realize that we made a terrible mistake, or well, a terrible mistake is not the right words. We realize that we have made a mistake, and that's okay. Because they're only happy little accidents. You know. So, what do we need? Why is it a mistake? So, what we do need is we need to make sure that we put all of this into a... this is the wrong way around. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it like here, I think. That's fine. I cannot, actually. I need to, I also need to think for a moment. I can place this here, all fun and dandy. But what I also need to do is make sure that I actually, you know, have the right corner. So, put it straight in here. Or no, actually, we will not. We shouldn't. Should we? Yes, we do. Put it straight in here, because then we put TPs. Yes. TPs over here. Take an elbow. Take another elbow. There we go. This is now set up. Now what we do need to make sure is that there's on one of these things, we have corners. This one. Yes, exactly. Right, yeah, that works. That works exceptionally well even. Alright, so we take now one of these. Put this in here. Boom. So now it will go into all of this. We put a booster right here. Seeing the vision? Seeing the vision? You know what we do need? We need to make sure that this thing actually is also a T-piece. Yes. And I'll tell you why. We need the whole conveyor set up here. Yes. Quickly put this elsewhere, honestly. There we go. Put this somewhere else as well. What time is it anyway? Oh, I am already 11 minutes over time. What time is it in real life? So I have a little bit of time left. So what I will do, I'm gonna basically run it a little bit longer. No, I don't. No, I shouldn't. No, I'm sorry. I wouldn't start needs to do like extra stuff, and then, you know, I was almost like, oh yeah, I can do a little bit more. I can play more. Please let me play more. And I'm like, you see, whenever I do that, you know, bad things happen. So let's not do that. Let's just do one more thing. And then it is what I would like to call finito. It is placing the last pipes over here so that we at least have... gosh, what is it called? So that we at least have actual access. And then we will end it. So you'll get 3 more minutes, maybe less, of unfiltered gameplay. I said one of the things that I was going to do before I restarted, basically, because I took a long break from YouTube. I said, okay, if I need to make sure that I only record 1 hour, because if I do longer and I have to edit things, I will become an unhappy person. So I don't want to edit things. I don't want to, you know, speed things up and do a lot of stuff. I basically give you guys a lovely little fade in and a lovely little fade out at the end of the beginning of the episode. And if there's something wrong, like for example, people getting nauseous or whatever, then I will definitely edit it. So whenever I got nauseous in one of the earlier episodes, or whenever I sneeze, or, you know, when something happens, yes, I will for sure edit it. But I'm not gonna do all the big fancy stuff. So with that in mind, we have put all of this in. It needs a lot of work, but we are very close to start up mining here. And I will tell you one more thing before we go. This mine will make a lot more money than the other one ever has, and it has everything to do with how deep this is. So our last mine was basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep. That was B here. We are so much deeper right now. And not even, it's not a little bit, it's a lot deeper. So whatever we're making there, it's almost not worth it anymore once we have this setup started. Will mean once the other setup, once this setup is done, we will, and this is probably going to be next episode or, you know, another time, we will dismantle that thing and we will put everything that we have over there, we'll put it on here. Which is the reason why I don't want to do all the logic stuff right now. I'm probably gonna just take the logic from that place, because we have plenty of money. We basically have enough money now to finish everything, this whole setup, and it should be okay. With that in mind, I wanna thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far into the episode, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. It would help me out tremendously. And if you have any questions, remarks, or feedback, please consider placing a comment down below, and I will read them with great heart. I'm getting a few comments here and there, and I love reading them. I love interacting with you guys. I'm so glad that I'm actually like, you know, that you guys are not a number on my screen, but it is actual people, like having opinions and having a mind and a soul and a body, you know. So yes, for sure. I'm very happy with those that already have talked to me, and the suggestions that they made were really good. You know, whether it's on my Stardew Valley series or on Hydroneer series, I'm very thankful. So thank you guys so much, and I'll hope to see you guys next week. Goodbye.